The machine is a research project that HP started in response to our prediction of where the data needs of the next 10 or 20 years are going to take us. We believe that the current computing infrastructure is not going to be able to handle the load of data that's coming at us from all different sources, from people, from the Internet of Things, from other analytics. It's just becoming a massive load. In order to deal with that, we believe that we have to change the physics of computing, and that's what the machine research project was supposed to do. The machine's primary feature is a large pool of fabric-attached memory. The prototype that we have has 160 terabytes of byte-addressable memory that's available as a global pool to 40 different nodes, totaling 2,500 separate processors. The real power of the machine is to attack a large data problem all at once, all of the data all at once. We call it data at rest problem. Current computing approaches have to take a large data problem and break it up into chunks. So you end up moving those chunks around as much as you spend time on solving your problem. With the machine, we can keep all of that data in memory at once and work on it all at once with all of those processors. It's a very memory-driven computing approach to solving problems. Memory-driven computing is putting the memory first, the data first. In traditional computing architectures, you can't solve a problem, you can't start working on it until the data is in memory. You can't work on it when it's on the disk, you have to move it. You can't work on it when it's on the network, you have to move it. The data has to be in memory, and that's what we think is going to be important in the next big data revolution that's coming. So we start with a large memory pool that's connected by a fabric-attached memory network that is driven by photonic components. So we're working with optics now that give us both the speed we need for this large amount of data and the physical distance to include the data at its source. While the machine is never going to be a product in its own right, we do have working prototypes, and we're trying to find partners to help us validate our design, develop better techniques, better profiling, better development kits. One of those partners is DZNE, which is the German Neurodegenerative Sciences Study Institute, and no, I can't do the German. They are studying Alzheimer's and how to analyze it, how to cure it hopefully someday. To do that, they're looking at long-term studies of genetics of a large population of people. They've been working on that for a few years now. Their current computing solution used to take about 5 days to solve all of the genetics for a single person. By taking some of their software pipeline, breaking it down and rewriting it to work on the machine software emulation, they were able to shorten that greatly. We then took that final solution and ran it on actual machine hardware. We believe that we're going to be able to reduce that 5 days total sum down to 5 minutes with the machine.